What's up, everybody watching on a computer, smartphone, tablet, or TV? This is Andy, and welcome to my WWE Stomping Ground prediction video. Another pay-per-view is upon us. We just had Super Showdown in Saudi Arabia 2 weeks ago, and now we have this pay-per-view taking place on Sunday the 23rd. So you should be seeing this video normally when I do my prediction videos on Saturday the 22nd. It will be taking place at the Tacoma Dome in Tacoma, Washington, with the pre-show starting at 6 o'clock Eastern. So if you are going to the arena, you need to be there at 3 p.m. Pacific for the start of the pre-show. So, interestingly enough, West Coast viewers are going to be able to watch this. So, an interesting time, but okay. I guess because you don't want to have it too late on the East Coast. But anyhow, let's get back to what we have on our card right now. There's no pre-show matches, but you never know with WWE. The card is always subject to change. We just don't know at the moment. Maybe there could be a surprise Raw tag team match. Maybe the Revival will defend if they're... I don't know. I mean, doesn't Ryder and Hawkins deserve a rematch? Because I don't know. I mean, I'm confused on that, but we'll see. We'll see what the writing team has to come up with. And what's next? R-Truth loses the title again to Drake Maverick. All right. If you haven't seen what's been going on, just go on WWE's YouTube page because it's just that 24/7 thing is just chaotic. But anyhow, let's get to the card. We have 9 matches. Once again, no pre-show confirmed yet, but again, that's always subject to change. So I'm going to see how I'm going to be able to predict this, because all I'm seeing is so many... maybe the Cruiserweight one can be in the pre-show. That's what I'm thinking. So let's just go with the Cruiserweight first. So we have Tony Nese taking on Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak. I would like to see Akira win, but what the heck. Tony defends, just because I've known his talent in these triple threat match in the Cruiserweight division. The champion always seems to defend. They like to keep the title on someone very long in the 205 Live roster. I don't know, I'm just going with gut here. So what the heck, let's just get to Roman Reigns. I mean, he's already on the poster. He's taking on Drew McIntyre, and I have a theory Shane McMahon's going to get involved in this match. Maybe a surprise spot from The Miz, I don't know. But I'm going to say, for the heck of it, this match will end in a no contest. I don't know, I'm not predicting a winner or a loser. Maybe the writing team's going to be like, we'll have Roman win. But since The Miz is sort of involved in the storyline, Shane McMahon, I'll just say no contest. Just because the way I feel this match is going to go, The Miz or Shane's going to interfere. That's how I think. That's what I think is going to happen. So what the heck? Why not? And then we have something interesting here. The New Day. So we got Big E and Xavier Woods taking on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a traditional tag team match. I'm going to say New Day wins just because it's going to be a big momentous night for the New Day. And we'll get to Kofi later on in this video. But, again, it's another pointless storyline. Why are they even having this match? I don't know. What, to fill the card? It's ridiculous. That's all I'm going to say. So now let's get to the championship matches. And I think for the women, I'm going to give them the respect that they deserve. So the women, your spotlight is now. So let's first go to the Raw side of things. We have Becky Lynch taking on Lacey Evans again for the Raw Women's Championship. Even though I'm kind of annoyed Becky has not gotten her rematch of the SmackDown belt yet, which I think she deserves it. But anyhow, we have this match again. Now, Lacey is pretty impressive. Again, if you haven't seen this woman fight in NXT, just go on WWE Network, Watch her NXT matches because they were pretty good when she was competing in NXT. But now she is facing Becky again. And remember, this match originally took place at Money in the Bank last month. So, I don't know. I see a lengthy run for I've always seen a lengthy run for Becky just being a Raw champion. So, once again, still, your defending Raw Women's Champion will be Becky Lynch. Now, let's go to the women's side of things on SmackDown. Bayley! Your current SmackDown Women's Champion will be taking on the 5-time champion known as Alexa Bliss. Who honestly... Again, I don't even know why they're giving her a push again. She just doesn't deserve it. Why? I don't get it, because I've had this theory that Alexa was gonna possibly form a tag team with Nikki Cross and try to compete for the women's tag team belts, because the Iconics don't have an opponent right now. They're still the tag champions. But Bayley has to win. If she doesn't, something is wrong. What, giving Bayley the belt for a month for show? Bayley has to be champion for at least another month or two. Maybe until the fall. I don't know. But Bayley just has to win. So, still, your defending SmackDown Women's Champion will be Bayley. Now, another problem I have on this card is, guess what? No Intercontinental Championship match. Finn Balor is not fighting, which makes me suspicious why they don't want Finn on a pay-per-view. But maybe in July he'll defend it. I don't know. Because you do have Extreme Rules next month. That's the next pay-per-view. Yeah, it is Extreme Rules. Because I'm like, I know Extreme Rules is next in SummerSlam, but... So let's just move on to the United States Championship. It's not... This one's pretty much a given. Samoa Joe taking on Ricochet. I mean, I like Ricochet. He was good in NXT. But just a botched match for him. Samoa's gonna win. I felt that Braun Strowman should have gotten that chance, but guess not. You know, I still feel bad for Braun. You know, I thought Braun could have been a champion by now, but you know, you don't want Braun to get the big spotlight. Well, the fans do. I like Braun. I want to see Braun get some hands, but again, the way this company works, you know, they don't want the right people being the champion now, do they? So, Nikita Clutch, Samoa wins. End the story. Now, we have something pretty interesting here for the Raw side of things. We have Seth Rollins taking on Baron Corbin once again for the WWE Universal Champion. We do not know who the special guest referee will be. I'm going to go on a limb and say Paul Heyman's going to be the referee. I don't know. I mean, it would be hilarious seeing Paul Heyman, you know, but probably because Paul just doesn't like Seth. And what's Seth going to do? Bring out another steel chair again like he did on Raw this past Monday? I don't know. I mean, it's such a confusing storyline. You know, I was like, okay, it made sense to put Elias in that spot. You know, of course somebody like Elias is going to favor Baron Corbin, right? Makes sense since Elias is the heel. But what really confused me, it's like, EC3? Like, as soon as Elias got injured, it's like, EC3? EC3. Why him? Why him? Which, I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed that was a botched spot anyway. So maybe it could be Paul Heyman. Or maybe it could be Lesnar. I don't know. Anything could go. Lesnar could just screw Rollins so that way Lesnar holds up Corbin's hand, and then, I don't know. And this is how I think this is going to happen. So, pretty much, this is the way I see things going. That maybe this could be a setup match for Extreme Rules for a triple threat. The way I see it going is Corbin announces that Paul Heyman's the special guest referee. Then Paul desperately finds a way to screw Seth Rollins, just like how the referee screwed Corbin at Super Showdown. So pretty much Corbin wins, and then as soon as Corbin hits the end of days, 1, 2, 3, Corbin becomes champion. But here's the catch. I see Lesnar coming out of nowhere as soon as Heyman's holding, because Rollins is going to be lifeless. They want him to be lifeless in that spot. It really makes sense. So Lesnar comes out, tackles the heck out of Corbin, suplexes Corbin, tells Paul he wants to cash in the briefcase. Lesnar cashes in, hits the F5, 1, 2, 3, your new Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. I mean, that's the perfect way to write the storyline. If you don't put it in the storyline that way, I honestly think that something is wrong with this company. This is literally an idea you don't have to pay me for, WWE writers. This is a storyline that makes sense. Don't you want to set up a triple threat match with Corbin, Lesnar, and Rollins at Extreme Rules? Only makes sense. It's Extreme Rules. You want it to be extreme, right? So go with that storyline. So that's how I see it going. It's a good storyline. Don't criticize me for it, but I think that's what's going to happen. Whew, okay, that's a fun way to get my emotions out about that match. Now, something that should be easier to predict. Kofi Kingston taking on Dolph Ziggler for the WWE belt. This one's a given. Kofi's going to fight. At the end of the day, I do feel bad for Dolph. I keep saying this to everybody. I am still going to be very disappointed if Kofi is not walking into SummerSlam as the champion. Because I am still going with the theory that Kofi Kingston will still be WWE champion heading into SummerSlam. And if he's not, and again, what would be wrong with this company if they just want to botch Kingston? What, just because Kingston's been champion for 2 months? It's going to be a long match. It at least has to go, 20 minutes, if anything. So, the way I see it going, I think Dolph's going to try to climb out of the cage early. And then Kofi finds a way to just keep fighting. And then, I don't know, Kofi just hits the Trouble in Paradise and wins again. That's the way I see it. And that's the way I think it's going to go. And by the way, I forgot to predict one more match. I was just confirming the card one more time. So we will have a SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. So we have Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending against the up-and-coming team from NXT, Heavy Machinery, Otis and Tucker. Now, I think Heavy Machinery will get their day at the next pay-per-view. I think they'll find a way to convince Bryan and Rowan to give him another shot. But something's not right if Daniel Bryan's not defending in his hometown. Because technically, again, this is Seattle, alright? Even though you're going to be in Tacoma, this is Seattle. The crowd's going to be cheering for Daniel Bryan no matter what happens. Imagine if Daniel Bryan loses in his home state, Washington, as a heel. If you don't remember the last time Daniel Bryan was in Washington as WWE champion, the crowd was cheering for him. No matter what happens, if you're in a hometown and you're the heel, they're still going to cheer for you. I think that's how it works. I mean, think about when Becky was a heel. Remember how I said how in Long Island you have an Irish wrestling, a passionate Irish wrestling base out there. Well, Washington's different. They have an eco-friendly mindset in Washington State. So, of course, they're going to cheer for Daniel Bryan. That crowd's really going to be into that match, I think. The way I see it. So, just for now, still, your SmackDown Tag Team Champions will be Daniel Bryan and Rowan. So that's how I think it's going to end up. That's all of the card. I've pretty much predicted all of the cards. So that's going to wrap it up for this prediction video. We have Extreme Rules taking place in a couple weeks. So think about this. 1, 2, 3 weeks. We're going to have another pay-per-view before SummerSlam, which is insanity. July 14th will come and I'll have to do another prediction video. My goodness. So that's going to wrap it up. Thank you all very much for watching. Once again, pre-show will start at 6 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Mountain, 3 o'clock Pacific on WWE Network. So again, if you are attending the show in Washington, please be aware to show up at the arena before 3 o'clock Pacific time. So that way you at least don't miss any of the pre-show matches. So that's going to wrap it up. Enjoy the pay-per-view. I know I will be watching no matter what, live or on replay. So until the next one, please take care.